And now it's time for a garden interview with Ethel and her husband Bill. Because gardening alone is not nearly as much fun as gardening with the ones you love. Well, thanks so much, Ethel and Bill, for joining me this morning for a quick interview. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much, Nathan. We're so glad to be joining you, aren't we, Bill? Bill, baby.
Yes, dear. We are glad to be here.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I was just hoping that we might be able to chat a little bit about how enjoyable it can be to garden with a partner.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I remember the first time I saw Bill. He was actually hoeing a row of Crowder peas. He was so handsome and good-looking, with a little sweat on his brow
And how do you feel about that?
Well, he doesn't grow Crowder peas like he used to.
So Bill, how many years have you and Ethel been happily gardening together?
Well, let me see. We've been gardening together for about 62 years, but I guess about 4 of them were happy.
Oh, Bill, come on now. Aren't you such a card?
Oh, I see. Well, that's good to know. So I suppose with all of these years of being together, you probably have plenty of good gardening stories, right?
That's right, Nathan. We've got plenty of stories. Well, just the other day, our youngest grandson was eating a slug. Oh, boy, was I surprised and disgusted. But after regaining my composure and my lunch, I asked him, "James, what do slugs taste like?" He looked up at me and said, "Worms."
Oh, my, that is interesting. How about you, Bill? Any good stories?
Well, let me see. Yes, James's brother, Matthew, was helping me harvest some potatoes a few years back, and after I had showed him the proper way to harvest potatoes, I asked him if he had any questions. He said, yes, I have a question. What I want to know is why you buried the darn things in the first place.
Well, isn't that just a shame? I think kids really need to know about where their food comes from. Fresh, local, and safe food. That's important, don't you think?
Oh, yes, I think it's very important. As a matter of fact, Ethel asked me to go to the market and buy some organic vegetables just the other day. So I went down to the market and was looking around. I spotted a clerk there and said, "These vegetables are for my wife. Have they been sprayed with any poisonous chemicals?" He said, "No, sir. You'll have to do that yourself."
Now, William, I'm getting tired of this. I told you to be on your best behavior, but here you go, on and on and on.
Okay, guys. Let's try to stay focused here. We just have a few moments left. So, sounds like it's been great to be gardening together all these years and getting out and getting your hands dirty and growing fresh fruits and vegetables. Is there any other last story you'd like to tell?
Well, yes. One spring morning, Bill and I were in the garden looking at the flowers we had just planted. As luck would have it, a bird flew over us, leaving his calling card on my clean white shirt. When I showed Bill, he replied, without missing a beat, he said,
"You know, sweetheart, they sing for most folks."
Well, thank you guys for joining us. Take care now.